is Norma and welcome to my YouTube channel, Learning with Norma. In today's episode or in today's lesson, we are going to learn about the full moon release ritual. So if you like the content in this video, please give me a thumbs up and like the video. Do not forget to hit that red button, subscribe to the channel so that we can continue with spiritual growth and get notification about any new material that I'm putting on the YouTube channel, and we just learn together. Today's lesson is full moon release rituals. Let's get to it. If you are here, it means that you believe there is more than what we see with our naked eye. There's a bigger connection, whether you believe we are connected to the source, the creator, God, but you do have a belief that you're holding on tight to. And one of the things that we are connected to with no doubt at all, it is the moon. The moon is also associated with feelings. So when we see a new moon coming out, we are like empty vessels, we have nothing. And as the moon also goes through its phases, we are filling up with emotion. And when it is now a full moon, we are like a cup overflowing with emotions. That is why even in the ER department, you'll hear them saying, oh, it's a full moon tonight, we are going to work. Because with the full moon comes a whole lot of emotions that affect people. People's emotions run high, they are just wild, they've got rage, they don't know how to control what they are feeling, and we're all in that same boat when it is a full moon. It's just that with some of us it's different because you are able to channel your energies and you're able to take advantage of the vibrations that you're receiving from the full moon. You understand the lunar energies, and the fact that you're watching this video tells me you also want to learn more about lunar energies. You want to take advantage of all the energies that the universe is bringing to you at certain times. So in order for you to perform the full moon release ritual, you're going to need a pen to write with, a paper to write on, white candle, matchbox, or a lighter to use for lighting your candle and burning the paper. For me personally, I take a pot from my kitchen that I'm going to use as an ashtray for the paper to burn in. You can take any container as long as it's not plastic. We don't want things burning and calling the fire department. Everybody's expecting it. It's a full moon, so please do not be part of the steps. Just take something metal, something ceramic, and use it to be an ashtray to hold the paper while it is burning. You also need to create a sacred place or a space that will feel cleansed for you when you perform your ritual. Other people take their crystal stones and they make a circle with them and just sit inside the circle. You can take mpepo and burn mpepo to just cleanse your space. I personally love incense sticks. So I will always have an incense stick next to my candle. There's lots of them available for you to use during the release ritual. You can use Go Away Evil, Breaks Away. There's just a lot. When you get to the incense shop, they can always show you. Even incense stones are good to use when you are doing the release ritual with the full moon. Got everything that you need. You've cleansed your space. Now it's time to perform the ritual. For me personally, I start by meditating for a few minutes, 3 to 5 minutes meditation, giving gratitude, just also to sort of like channel my energy to what I'm doing, clear my thoughts. Then after that, what I do, I take my pen. This is what you'll also do. So the first part of it, the meditation, is entirely up to you. Some people go straight into it. They just take the pen and the paper, you light your candle, and immediately after lighting the candle, they start writing. But for me, I feel I'm going to light my candle, I'm going to meditate first, and then I will write afterwards. So for me personally, before I start writing, I'll say my first sentence will be Dear Moon of the Scorpio, Dear Moon of the Cancer, depending on which zodiac sign are we in, or in which zodiac sign is the moon in. It takes the moon 28 to 29 days to go through all the zodiac signs, and at the day of the full moon, we will then look at which zodiac sign the moon is at. This is something that you can Google. You can download the lunar calendar, and then you will know which full moon we are in. Is this important when you're performing this ritual? Not really. You can, perform the ritual just as you perform it yourself. But if you're someone who's spiritually connected and who wants to know what kind of energies are going around you, or what kind of energies are we manifesting depending on the zodiac sign that we are in, then by all means, please do watch the video that's going to follow about the zodiac signs and learn more. Do your research, read, and just learn about the zodiac signs. Okay, so back to the ritual. After I have meditated, then I take the pen, like I said, and I write, Dear Scorpion Moon, or Dear Moon of the Scorpion, Dear Full Moon of the Scorpion. I release anxiety. I release fear. I release, uncertainty. Whatever that you want to release, you have to write, I release. I release. For everything that you're releasing, I release. That is how you start your sentences. So for me, at the end of the I release letter, I've got a clause that I put. This is something that I adopted from a lady called Melanie Santos, who I am following a lot to learn about the lunar energies and the moon and everything. So this is a clause that I've adopted. I keep it on my iPhone notes, and I just look at it every time I've written my I release note. I have it at the bottom of this video, so just look at the bottom for any for the notes, and then you can keep it also for yourself, and you just refer to it. So I'm going to just get my phone, so that we can just hear what the clause is saying. I demand that all bodies, programs, implants, thoughts, frequencies, vibrations, and patterns that are enabling and anchoring the energy I'm intending to release to leave me and my energy through all time, space, and dimension on every layer of my existence. You have no place here. I declare all these things to be so, and in perfect alignment with my greatest and highest good. So it is. Then when I've written this, I will pick my paper up, I will read my letter, and I will burn it. So if the paper takes time to burn, or the flame goes off, it might be physically you've opened a window, there's just a lot of wind coming into the room, or you're not using a valve that is giving the fire enough oxygen to keep the flame going, because we do need a little bit of oil, we do need oxygen but not wind to sort of like get the flame going. It might be the kind of paper that you have chosen, but if it is not any of the above things, then it means spiritually you need to check if you are ready to release whatever that you've written on the paper. So what I usually do, I pick the paper up again, look at what is not burning, but I keep burning it, keep burning it. That is the rule. You're going to burn it until it's ashes and you do not see any trace of paper in that ashtray that you're using. So whether you have to burn it 10 times or 20 times, burn, 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 burn it. So once your paper is nothing but ashes, you have to throw it away. For some people, they throw it in the dustbin. Others, they just flush it down the toilet. Whatever works for you. For me personally, it will depend on the month and what I find myself doing. I never really think about I'm going to the bin, I'm going to the toilet. I think the energy just takes over, and I find myself flushing it, or I find myself just throwing it in the dustbin. I know some people put the ashes outside under the moon overnight, and then when they wake up in the morning going to work, they will just go and scatter the ashes somewhere in the field when they are driving to work. In between the full moon and the new moon, we have a 2-week period where we've got the waning moon or the waxing moon. Please do check out the video about the 2 types of moon, and for you to know the difference between the two, where we actually get to reflect on our ritual and see the ritual manifesting in our lives. Release, you actually feel the energy getting out of your system or your atmosphere. When you manifest, you actually see things falling into place for you to get the manifestations in gear. If you found the content in this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up and like the video. Do not forget to subscribe so that we can continue on this journey of spiritual growth. Hit that red subscription button. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. It's all about spiritual growth, learning with Noma. Thank you.